He had been teaching in Winona in Fayette County.
His relative had been principal because of his involvement, shall we say, in the political arena in Huntington. He lost favor and lost his position.
And his cousin, who was principal of Douglas High School, was fired because the newspaper he owned had been politically active against local politicians. And Woodson ended up getting the job after his cousin was fired.
Woodson was here, and it was opportunistic, and he was able to take advantage of it.
He entered a two-year program at Berea College, but it took him several years because he had other jobs after graduating from Douglas in 1896. He finally got his degree from Berea in 1903. Toward the end, he accepted a job in the Philippines running a school system there.
His Philippine experience was very important to him because it was there that he quickly realized that the Filipino children knew nothing of their national or indigenous history.
They were being taught European history and other people's history.
And very little about the indigenous people and the cultures and the contributions.
That parallels Woodson's understanding of what was happening to African Americans. They were not being taught anything about themselves.
And that sparked him to work with them in that area, and I think that's ignited within him the fact when he got back here that the same situation he found in the Philippines was multiplied in American history. And I think that probably was one of his motivating factors.
He used that experience as a motivation for some of his lectures and writings about a better education for Americans. After his stint in the Philippines, he attended the University of Chicago and received a 4-year bachelor's degree and a master's degree at the University of Chicago in history.
And the more he read and the more educated he became, the more disturbed he was about the lack of anything in the American history books dealing with any contributions or even the existence of African Americans.
His PhD was in history at Harvard, and he became the second African American to receive a doctorate from Harvard, and as far as we know, the only son or daughter of former slaves to receive a doctorate in history anywhere in the world.